Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the ABB Formula FIA World Championship press conference for the 2021 Heineken London E-Prix. We have with us this afternoon our race winner, Alex Lynn for Mahindra Racing. In second place is Mercedes EQ Racing Nyck de Vries, and completing our podium is Jaguar Racing's Mitch Evans. Welcome gents, we'll go straight in with our race winner, Alex Lynn. A massive congratulations, Alex. A home win, first Formula E win. Talk us through it. What's going through your head?
Yeah, it's really difficult to put into words, to be honest with you, because it's, sort of 4 years on and off in Formula E, and always dreaming of one day maybe coming close to winning a race. And actually, yesterday I did my first ever laps in Formula E, and now today I managed to win, which is sort of crazy. The race was good. I think we had better pace than yesterday. Nyck passed me fairly early on in the race, but I was okay with that because I knew he was going to be really quick and start hassling everyone else, and I thought my race was with some other people. But then some other things opened up around the first safety car, and a bit of chaos started, and we took our second attack mode at the right time when there was a bit of a melee, and I guess made the right calls at the right time, which was really cool. Just super over the moon to win a race.
Yeah, when you started there yesterday, you were talking about the race pace and the tyres as well. You know, was it those early safety cars? Is that what helped you keep things in check?
It definitely did help. Yeah, I think we definitely did make a step forward today compared to yesterday. Every double header we've done recently, actually, the Saturday has usually been quite painful in the race, and then we learn a lot overnight and improve the car. We're struggling to get it right first time. But today, we made a step forward. But of course, I think the safety cars definitely helped with the tyre temperature. That was enough today.
And you were in the second half of the race, one of the very final people to use their last attack mode. And I think I saw the helping hand from the Mahindra horse and getting fan boost and using that to pass Nyck for the victory. Just talk us through that move and sort of how you set it up.
Yeah, quite funny really, because I think the last 2 weekends have been passed by Mercedes when they're using fan boost, so it sort of felt a bit nice to do the other way around. To be fair, I was really surprised because the car had good pace, and on attack mode we had strong pace, and we just managed to pass Nyck in attack mode, and that was enough, thankfully.
Congratulations, Alex. Nyck, over to you. 2 days, 2 second places, and I don't think anyone else in Formula E can say that this season. So well done. How do you feel?
First of all, I'd like to say I feel sorry for Stoffel because I think he really deserves the win today. He did everything right and he was leading. I think he just had to finish the job. From my side, I feel a little bit disappointed because of course I have to be happy with P2 today, but at the same time I feel like we've left something on the table and it didn't really work. It didn't fall into place for us. Obviously, the safety car came out just after we took the second attack mode, and I think that really didn't help us. And then actually we were in a decent place, we were leading, and obviously Alex was behind. And then Lucas started to come in the mix, and he obviously wanted to fight me, and I was like, what are you doing there? But so I let it pass, and then obviously I got under pressure from Alex, but knew that he was in attack mode, so didn't really felt like I had to defend, so basically just let it go. But unfortunately the target started to bump up so much that it almost became a flat out race, and I tried really hard. I made many mistakes behind Alex because often there was the gap increased and then I closed it back, but the truth is that I didn't have an opportunity because we were just almost staying flat till we were braking, and unfortunately I didn't got an opportunity to get it back, but well done to them. They did the job and we didn't, but at the same time, good points.
You identified quite early on in the race, I think it was after passing Alex, that you had bench steering and you sort of carried that through to the flag. How was that to manage? How was it to drive around with some really sort of tight hairpins here?
Yeah, it wasn't great, but at the same time I think the pace was still really good because when those guys were on attack mode, we kind of stayed there. The main problem was really that the targets became too high, and I have to admit that the grip on the track the rubber became quite significant, and sometimes with the curves, the steering wheel kind of gets that big of a hit that you can't hold it anymore. And that's how I kicked the ball early on.
Thank you very much. And over to you, Mitch. That goes down as a hard-earned podium. I think a really busy race, but you must be delighted to get that result.
I'm happy with the result. How I executed it was not great. It was a mess of a race, to be honest, on my behalf. First one was the mistake I made quite early on in the race, allowed Alex to get his attack done without me passing him, so I sort of handed that to him. I was sort of biding my time. I was % up on everyone on energy. It's not a very sensitive track for the energy, but just wanted to get ahead of the game so I could, be aggressive on the attacks. And then with the Stoffel Rollins incident, I locked up into turn 10 and allowed Gunther to get sort of past me, and then I made a stupid move and I went to pass it into the next hairpin, and I sort of headed into the side and sort of got jammed, and then after the wing was about to break. I thought it was over actually. I thought my race was done. It was rubbing on the tire, and then fortunately it broke a lap later and freed me. So I thought I was sort of deja vu from the race before with the wing, and then I had a lot of understeer with that, but to be honest, it was a lifesaver. Then I just had to finish off the job, but again, I made my life even more difficult by missing the second attack, which basically gifted the podium to Robin. Fortunately, I did do my attack and pass him again, and it was a tricky one because as Nick touched on, like the energy was so high, and it was just impossible to get the closing area is so small. But luckily I did a good move on him and then just bring him home from there. So completely messy race. Happy for the points and the result for the team, but just the way I executed it was pretty poor. So anyway, I really wanted a big result today. I needed one, and we got it. So I guess it doesn't really matter how you do it as long as it gets done. So now we fight off the Berlin.
Just want to wind back to this morning a little bit. Obviously, you come in today. I think so many Group 1 appearances for you all through last season, but this season, what was your approach going into qualifying? Did you feel like you had a really clear shot of getting into Superpole, and then how pleased were you with your performance?
To be honest, I think it was sort of straightforward today with the track evolution. It was very small. As you saw, Nick made it into Superpole, and it was not far off the top of the group in terms of lap time. So it was definitely being Group 3 was obviously. It's always an advantage if the track is relatively stable. I think air was almost neutralised. So luckily I had good pace in the car. I could put it into Superpole, but again I made a mistake in Superpole. I think I made a mistake every Superpole I've done this year, which is something that's really annoying me. Because the rest of the lap up turn 1 was good enough to hold. So it's just annoying. I just went for it, and unfortunately it was a bit too much, too ego. So I knew how crucial today was to get a result, and we got a good result. I think it could have been better if I did a better job, but we go into Berlin. I think still in Group 2, but obviously with an arm's reach of Nick in the lead, and we'll be going there, all guns blazing.